in my experience, working under the leadership of our sir has been most rewarding, most inspiring, and truly awakening. One such person who, when he gives certain instructions, when he holds certain discussions, sir is able to manifest a vision. So in one of those moments, you will feel that you are truly part of working for progress, and that is truly important. Like many a times we stretch the working hours, we work longer, we work harder, but still then it doesn't feel punishing, it feels more rewarding. Sir, we appreciate you for your simplicity and dignified relationship with the DLOs. Sir, you have been so generous and so considerate when we come to you for any help. And especially from the office of ADC, I have, you see, I don't know how to express because all the burden has been removed after the coming of new DC, now the outgoing DC. Sir, I also like to mention very important achievement during your time. Through your guidance and through your firm decision and innovative idea, I receive a lot of appreciation from the villages. So now I want to visit all the villages because I get a lot of appreciation from the village, especially for the implementation of 15 finance and 4 state FC. The CSR took a very firm decision. We received a lot of application from the individuals, especially from the public leaders. But all the individual applications were denied, and we pick up from the villages only. And all the work agency was given to the village. Firm was transferred to the villages, and the work was successfully executed. For the first time as a CEO, I received a lot of appreciation from the public. So I'm happy, and for this achievement, I want to appreciate sir. This is your achievement, and also I want all the DLOs to kindly pass this message to the villages. It was the firm decision of our DC sir that we could execute in such a transparent manner. Secondly, sir, I have worked with 14 DCs, under 14 DCs. And sir, you have been one of the finest DCs. So considerate to me, and sir, you are so close to my heart. So even if you go away, I believe you will remember me. Though I am senior to you by age, you are far superior to me in position. So I'll be always looking for you to seek your advice, help, and in Manipur, ideas are very powerful. In times of like any trouble, they can rescue us. So having relationship with a good GC like this is an asset for me. And also it will be an asset for all the DLOs. So comfortable in handling all the issues. Thank you, sir. And lastly, from the side of ADC as an administrator, starting from this, we have 6 departments and we call it departmental heads in the office. Starting from departmental heads and all the staff, we appreciate you because from the day you take over the charge as an administrator, no file has been created. All the files were delivered instantly and to the satisfaction of all the department. Thank you so much.
It ends a short but very meaningful chapter for all of us. In my years of working with so many IAS and NCS, one thing that stood out about Sir the most is his calm and composed nature. Even during the most demanding times, he ensured that no unnecessary pressure were put on the staff. In today's fast-paced administrative world, such qualities are rare and truly admirable. A trait which I seriously need to learn myself. So though your stint here was brief, it was even food and enriching. We always believed that there is something to learn from every individual we work with, and working under Sir was no different. I personally feel I have gained valuable lessons from you, sir. It has truly been a privilege and an honor to work under your leadership.
A bit kind of emotional. So I have noted down some points which I didn't want to miss. Sir, they say that leadership is not about being in charge. It is about taking care of those in your charge. Over the course of your tenure here in Ukhrul, sir, you have not only led this district with immense distinction, but you have also genuinely cared for all of us, for all the people whom you have taken charge of. As the Divisional Forest Officer, I have had the privilege of working very closely with you on numerous fronts. Your unwavering support was never just administrative, it was deeply visionary. Your proactive approach and quick decisiveness during critical field operations gave our entire team the confidence to execute our duties effectively. Thank you, sir, very much for the Ukhrul Nagaland operation. Beyond the files and official protocols, what you will miss most is your calm demeanor under pressure, your approachable nature, and your ability to bring diverse stakeholders together to find common ground. You have set a remarkably high standard for administrative excellence and empathy in public service. Thank you, sir, for being a supportive senior who has always guided me, or being that senior to whom I can confide without fearing that anything can go wrong. Thank you, sir, for being supportive to me and my team. While the Ukhrul family is deeply saddened to see you go, we take great pride in knowing that wherever your next posting takes you, that region will benefit immensely from your stellar leadership. You leave behind a legacy of integrity, dedication, and progress that will continue to inspire us. On behalf of the Ukhrul Forest Division and the entire forestry fraternity, I extend our deepest gratitude for your stellar partnership and guidance. We wish you and your family the very best of health, happiness, and outstanding success in all your future endeavors. With this, I would also like to
not as SEO, but as Assistant Commissioner, I would like to thank you all for coming here today. Actually, I haven't prepared anything, but as everyone has already said, the demeanor, the calm presence RDC has, I don't have much to talk about it. Because everyone knows his nature, the simplicity that he has. Even whenever we have a meeting, because I have not been in service for long, but the person the DC who quote Bible quite often is our minister. That much I can guarantee you. And the other thing that because of his decisiveness, I would like to point out the 1 or 2, 3 achievements sir has done for our Ukhrul district. And before that, the first thing that when he came here, the issue was going on. As you can see, sir, Ukhrul people, they are not the kind of people who keep all their sentiment in front when they do. But when they come to understand the goodness and the character of the person, they are the most hospitable person you will ever encounter in all of Manipur. Today, even itself, the arrangement itself, this is a like testament to your hospitality, and especially our madam. She insisted that when you came here, you were not been given a warm welcome. So on your farewell day, it should be done in a way that may be memorable to you. Thank you, sir, for all the contribution you have done for us. The welcome may not be as good as others may have been, but farewell, may you. I request that you remember this moment and cherish this moment forever. He was the first DC who brought arbitration for National Highway. The first DC. Arbitrator was appointed, but no discussion, no arbitration has been held. But under his level leadership, he sent me on his as his representative, and we took some decision, and something happened. And Litam area was as good as failure. Nobody wanted to take up. But Sir took up the decision. He took a firm decision. With all the CSO's cooperation, Litam eviction was successful, and you can see the black top right now. This is one of his greatest contributions. And another one that he has done, there have been a lot of pressures, even now there has been. But under his able leadership and vision, Shirui Heritage Village is a reality today. It's under construction. There have been a lot of pressures, but he doesn't budge. He didn't. Shall we give him a big round of applause? And one big achievement I would like to highlight is under his Ukhrul vision, he has made sure that since especially the town area, it has been full of bad roads. So he instructed all the BDOs, Block Development Officer SDOs, that road has to be made under NRGS in each locality. So more than 100 work, such work has been taken up even as we speak for Ukhrul district as a whole. Shall we give him a round of And with that being said, I don't have much to say things. I'm not that emotional when it comes to these things. So sir, thank you so much for your guidance.
And words for sir. He has been so helpful to the department, and I should acknowledge that is what I decided. The first acknowledgement is I want to prove that just by sitting in the office, you can save life. I know you will agree with me or not, but sir has proved that. On 24th April, and I think everyone remembers that there was a gunfire and then 2 persons was injured very badly. And we decided, our medical team, we decided that we do that. So we raised for helicopter service. Our mind goes directly to our deputy commissioner. He's the head of the district and he can help. So we called him up and he responded so happily that within 25 minutes, helicopter landed. So I approached the Home Secretary and that was really remarkable. So I just want to prove today that just by sitting in your office chair also you can save life. Not only doctors with stethoscope and then with operation hand and all, they save life. Not only that, I just want to prove that, like sir, if you are sitting in the chair, you can also, if you have the commitment, you can save life. So I wish, sir, you continue this spirit and you will save many lives and you will be a champion among the common forces. Says that for the whole whole district, we have placed a demand of 8 points we demanded to the state. Because in the past also, whenever we ask for something, it is just the CMO level is too low to get anything from the state. So we are very much demoralized. So I approached our deputy commissioner that we have lots of issues. So he gave me courage to put up and do the needful. So we put up the charter of demand, 8 points. That is posting of specialists that is not available. And then posting of the oxygen plant that is not functional. The blood bank that is not functional. And then the mortuary where dead bodies are kept, we should improve the service. And then we want staff getting paid from Ukhrul and they are utilized somewhere else. So all this list we made and then directly, sir, we forwarded to the secretary. And right now, actions are going one after another. The director, he scolded me. You told me we have too much complaint, we are too busy because of you. But sir, they have to, they didn't sleep. They are doing that what sir has forwarded. One after another, the posting is coming back now. And then the oxygen PSA plant also inspection team, they come. And then they have done the monitoring. And then another team also they came. And then many activities are happening. That is only because of sir. So I wish that.
Sir, Ashish, ladies, and I want to bring a legal memory over here. I taught in the university for 13 years before I come here. I came very healthy, with black hair. Within 6 months' time, I improved my grey hair started. But looking at our deputy commissioner, young but very firm. This is something that I really admire from myself. All the social unrest that happens in Ukhrul district can should be maybe made on national highways. How he has controlled, how he has achieved, we're all doing this. I asked my senior officers, SDOs, is this really a true thing that we can profess? And they said yes. Mention maybe made, I wanted to recall these. We have a high expectation from yourself before you arrive in Ukhrul.
So that under your able leadership, Ukhrul district can become one of the most developed districts in Manipur. Sir, as our chairman, you have constantly guided us and showed us the way to overcome all challenges. Your encouragement to complete the task of 52 villages PRA during ACA program, your trust and confidence for the team make us stronger and believe in our potential, push us to be better every single day. While we are sad to see you go, we are also truly excited for the new chapter waiting for you. You deserve every success and happiness that comes your way. We have no doubt that wherever you go, you will continue to inspire, lead, and make a positive impact, just as you have done here. Sir, thank you for your support, patience, wisdom, and your friendship.
When the information of Sir's transfer hit my sleepy head that night, I was in such a disbelief. The words, "why so soon?" kept echoing in my ears, and my husband kept saying, "Shivam Naye." Yeah. Working with Sir Ashish for the last 1 year and 4 months, I've come to respect the kind of person he is. From day one, he kept his office door open, and I believe a psychology expert would say a lot of things, positive things about that kind of person. He is very open. Sir is 100% professional. He has ethics and an undeniable and praiseworthy family values. I have observed that a man of principles, a man of few words, yet he never seeks validation. He gets along well with all the staff with flair. He's so kind to us. He handles the administrative work with ease, and all of us were very happy under your guidance, under your leadership. The work of a deputy commissioner is vast, demanding, and challenging. At least that's the least I can say. The past year and recently, we have witnessed security as well as communal unrest and issues in a lot of villages regarding village disputes. We were also bombarded with litigations, endless litigations regarding national highways and village matters, but still, sir, he took care of everything very quietly and effectively. We are so thankful for that. And that is 100% true. He's very humble, very down to earth. I wish I could reverse the government's decision. Yeah, but since I don't have Aladdin's lamp, the time has come for us to say goodbye, temporarily, I hope. Sir, it's been such a great honor to have worked under your capable guidance. We will really miss you. Hope you carry fond memories of us. May you have strength to continue your works wherever you are posted and find strength and satisfaction in your new posting. This is from the officers directly working with you.
February 2025. There were lots of scenes happening in Ukhrul where the commissioner was, locked up at her residence. The copy at the office was, picketed. So in that kind of situation where people were so too emotional to, go beyond, or think beyond, or to see beyond the group. And that situation became 10 days he struggled to enter the group. But after 10 days, we all of the activities, and of course, we had other, meeting, rendezvous at the guest house at night. Anyway, since then, we have had a good sailing together, lots of
much memories, starting from the local service highway to whatever hostage, scenario. Time as a token of love and for remembrance, I just want to present love life. Yeah, thank you.
Of course, when he came here, I reached out my hand and said, "Welcome to Ukhrul," and I can still remember his expression, like he didn't expect me to say that. Well, following that, we have several, I think, rounds of meeting, and the thing I truly admire about you is that the vision that you have for Ukhrul, which is, I say, exceptional and someone who really cares for the people of Ukhrul. Actually, you have unlocked the vision, but not unlocked the potential yet. So how I wish if the potential is unlocked. I don't want to say that you are truly going away, and I am sure you will miss Ukhrul because you'll be around in Manipur only. So I do pray for your endeavor, and I know your hobby too. I don't know whether you have shared with is it okay if I share? He is going to be a director, and at first I was not happy because you are leaving, but then you also have to follow your dream. So we fully support your dream, but we will also remain in gratitude. The few months that you have left here have left a remarkable mark here. Particularly the road infrastructure, I think we have seen much improvement. And rest I cannot say because we could not implement many of the vision that we envision. And I do hope that you will support to realize it through your successor. So I just wanted to say thank you. As CSO, we are busy with the day-to-day response to the situation, but I think as an administrator, you really have stirred the system for improving and for improvement, which we have seen a lot. One is another remarkable achievement you made was the Shirdi Festival, which after a few years gap, I think it has taken off very well and not like any other edition. So those are few words I can remember. But I'm not supposed to be standing here.
Goodbye is not forever, but will be with you soon. My humble respect to our predecessor, Ashish, and all the officials out here. I'm not a president of HISO, but I'm a former president. I just hand over my office this just few months back. So I'm a former HISO president. I'm not here to give you all a boring speech, but as a sign of gratitude towards her, I'm standing here just to share just few moments that we have spent together here in Ukhrul. The first time we met with Sir G was he came to our admin house. Then the first sentence he uttered was he said, "Do you know the sixth commandment?" So all of us sitting here, we were just recollecting, remembering that he said, "Thou shalt not kill." That was the first conversation that he started with Kaiso, with Kumbung village authority. So now whenever I read the 10th commandment, I always used to remember Sir Ashish. So for this, thank you so much, sir. let me end up this my own speech here. But as a sign of love and appreciation towards you, we would like to present you a small gift. And not only that, please don't forget Ukhrul village and Umum village. That covers Tanjung. Thank you. See, what to do such a poor case so, but I've taken from our art household as a token of love. So this may look small, but sir, please keep, as I said, please keep Humbung and Umbun in your heart.
Made me emotional. Now I am not getting anything. I think on the evening of my birthday, I received a transfer order saying that DC Ferso is transferred to DC Ukhrul. I had never been to Ukhrul. So like it happened to me, it happened to everyone. Every DC was there, maybe except you. So I actually went home. Went home, I stayed there for 10 days. I was like, okay, it happens, I can understand the emotions. Then there was a call from CS, you have to come back. How long you will be staying away? You have to come back and you have to get in. Then I started calling the civil society leaders and the MLAs, and I met a couple of them. So the DLOs, everyone even like who was just passing by for like some works was very good to me. But there were situational challenges. Due to situations, there were issues where we had to take difficult decisions which may disappoint somebody. But people able to understand it is a decision which is nothing personal, which it is not with some vested interest. It has to be taken on the greater good. And I always made sure decisions which we are taking, there were pressure on us to take decisions which is actually against the community, against the society, which we defer to do it. There were certain things like we were very helpless and we couldn't do it. Some things we did, we started and we achieved, and we could actually gain a good name for Ukhrul. Actually, Ukhrul gave me identity because I have never proven anything before that. I was in Versov, there was nothing in our office, I was like just existing. And I was enjoying that also. That stay also I was enjoying. And nobody recognized me. Then suddenly, I don't know, I think it is Ashish sir who thinks like he is the best person for sending to Ukhrul. I don't know on what ground he thought that. Because I have never done anything in any district, like apart from the routine jobs. But like now when I'm stepping down from here, and people in Imphal everywhere recognize that the person has some capability. He has some firepower. When I understood this, when Vorshang sir decided, it is Vorshang sir who decided Shiro Heritage Project to be given to DRDA, Ukhrul. And DRDA is, to be very honest, not that well equipped to handle this project. It's of such magnitude. And I taken up this challenge because I just wanted to prove that there is a narrative going on. People in hills are not capable of big things. It should be controlled from somebody. I just wanted to challenge it. Then I took it personal. There was so much pressure. And many projects under SASKI which came along with the Shiro Heritage Project got lapsed. This is one in very few projects which is actually ongoing. There were court cases, there were RTAs, there were narratives going on in media that this is itself is corruption. That this is going to fail. You just wait how big the failure will be. But we stood firm. And everybody supported me. It is not that like one or two person and all. And like my right hand and left hand, Eureka and Jagni. I personally believe that we have to have a working environment where we should feel like we have to come. Or it is mandatory you have to come, attendance is there. We can inducted to you. When I came here, like I had this policy, when you go to a place, don't have attachments. you be detached. So if you are taking things personal, then there will be fights, then there will be issues, then there will be grudges, personal vendettas. Then you will be taking things so personal. I just wanted to be detached, do my work. When you are doing the work, like you give 100%. But like Ukhrul, I don't know, without my knowledge, you came into my heart, and Ukhrul have a very special place in my heart. And I really want you to know. See, like when I'm telling you Ukhrul has high potential, I mean it. Ukhrul has high potential. If you work for next 5 years judiciously, and Ukhrul can be one of the like biggest hill station in India Northeast. You can outsmart Shillong, you can outsmart Mizoram, Aizawl. Like if you go to Aizawl, it is a city which is constructed on the hills. It is a city of stairs. I don't know how many of you have been to Aizawl. Still, like how many tourists are coming? You trust me, this is May and many of you are wearing like sweaters. But this kind of environment, from where you will get, and the kind of landscape beauty, and the people who are educated, like many of the people talk English and have some outside exposure also. So that potential is there. I think that everybody has to take forward for that. And one thing I was like very particular, which I personally felt like I wanted to do it, was the national highway. I was not hopeful for till Jasami, but like I could able to complete like 95% till Ukhrul, Imphal to Ukhrul, because I was like frequently traveling, and I was understanding how difficult it is to travel, and so much of problem. And like we can blame many people like systemic inefficiencies, or the contractors, or the people, and so many problems were there. But like we took a bold stand, and one of the stellar achievement was the eviction drive conducted at Lita. And NHIDC was of the opinion that we should rescope that area. And we should keep that area as a bottleneck, and we go ahead with the work. And I didn't want to do it. Because when we started giving such feedbacks, such impressions, then everywhere it will be like that. The national highway will be like entire full of bottlenecks. And I am grateful to the CSO leaders. They took a very bold stand. I know they have faced the brunt of the community, but they took a very bold stand, and we have done it. And perhaps this is the first eviction drive which is successfully conducted in Ukhrul. That was one big achievement, and I am thanking you for that. And another thing is, like as mentioned, Shiroili festival. And we were not sure of Shiroili happening that year. Because of the ongoing crisis, everybody was skeptical. Maybe the race project, there was like huge controversy ongoing in Imphal. Then there was pressure, let's give it to some other work agency which is working from Imphal. But Governor put behind his entire weight behind DRDA Hall and said that DRDA will do it, and I'll take the personal responsibility. That is why I didn't compromise. I didn't even watch to anybody. There were like huge threats. I had to like spend sleepless nights for the Shiloi Heritage Project to make it a reality. I couldn't budget because like we wanted to prove that it is our capability. We needed to do it. One other project like which CEO was mentioning, because if you are giving, I believe this, like villages are little republics. They take responsibility by their own. If you trust them, they'll perform more. If you are giving the impression that like you won't be able to do it, they'll never do it. There will be mistakes, there will be shortcomings, but empowering villages to be sustainable, to do things by them own, will be the key to success or truth. Without taking confidence for the villages, there will be like fights going on. Village authority to village authority, headman to headman. There will be issues, neighboring villages. But without that, that is unavoidable. Without empowering the villages, we won't be able to achieve anything. That is why, like, the first challenge you may not be aware, which I have faced, is Taiso former president was mentioning the issue between Hunfun and Huntu. That was that time there was preparation going on, and Ukhrul was on the verge of a turmoil, But fortunately, me and him barged into, because there were like lot of apprehension how these persons are, like whether they will be able to do it. You go directly talk to them. Many of the time, the issues will be resolved. Many of the time. There are, but like one of my big failures is like I couldn't resolve the issue which is happening since February 8th. Even though we were able to manage it some level, and that is why I personally take it as a failure from my part. We couldn't do it, even though we able to arrange a temporary peace agreement by keeping both communities on board, and we could reduce the impact of the conflict. Even though there were deaths, even though there were kidnappings, but like, finally it was cutting. I think that peak phase is over, but still I don't know how it could have been. It is not your fault or like somebody else's fault. Somebody wanted to raise issues and we fall prey for it. That is what happened. One request is like people are so innocent, people are so emotional. Then the problem is it is like prone to manipulation. Somebody can instigate before they think they act. Then only they will think about, oh, what this happened. This is the consequences. Before they act, they may not be thinking about the consequences. By the time they came to know that like something is a fake news, it was a rumor, the consequences must have been done. That we have to be very careful as the responsible people. We have to be like imparting to our people, because we have so many things to do that we should know. So, and regarding my transfer, it is not neither government wanted nor I wanted. Even though I was like little down because of this conflict and all, because I, as TSL president has mentioned, I was going out for a long leave to fulfill one of my passion which I was working for the past 5-6 years. That is the reason which is unavoidable. Even Chief Secretary and MLA Chingai, they personally met me and asked like, can we avoid it? Which was like unavoidable for me. And taking leave for like maybe 1.5 months at this critical juncture is not advisable. If something goes wrong, then there will be like the magnitude will be higher. And on top of that, special emergency revision is going on, and election commission is monitoring. They also won't allow the leaves and all. So, and also I won't be able to perform when my mind will be there here.
Appreciation and love. I want to give one small gift from our dwelling trust. I have a lot of fun because you, all of you will serve me. I just, like this.
Presentation di memang sesarli.